Pirates are
so perfect. We're pretty stocked up right now.
DistroMike vlog.
Justin, I had a couple customer service questions come in. One of them was, why do we have gummies that have melatonin and gummies that don't have melatonin?
For sure, that's actually a pretty good question. We rolled out the CleanAF gummies lineup maybe 4 months ago now. Hold up, stop right there. Before you keep watching the video, take a second to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep making awesome videos for you guys to watch. And we wanted to create a really diverse spread of gummies, which is why half of them have THC, half of them don't have THC, but we were trying to figure out which formulations to include that would help people with general wellness, sleep, whatever it is that they were looking for specifically, right? So for me, the black cherry, melatonin, and CBN gummies are something that I personally wanted to work on formulating, which is why I literally have them on my desk here because I take them all the time. With the melatonin and the CBN in these like actually work, meaning like you take these 30 minutes later, you are feeling extremely sleepy. The fact that there is CBN and Delta 9 included with the CBD and the melatonin just creates a total effect that actually puts you to sleep, keeps you asleep. But when you wake up, you don't feel like you took some sort of pharmaceutical prescription or some sort of heavy sedative to force you to sleep. So I take these every day. Again, there's a bunch of different formulations, but the nighttime gummies are definitely my #1 choice for something that I reach for on a day-to-day basis.
Funny part, there's a lady here that does not know how to say his name, Derek. His name is Derek, not Ricky. She says Ricky. So happy birthday, Ricky. To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Ricky. Happy birthday to you.
Just busting, no cap. That's what Mike would say. That's what he said.
I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going.
What's up, guys? It's Wednesday. We are making it through the week. We pre-sold a bunch of our budget THCA, so manufacturing's working on getting all the budget THCA made and shipped out. I'm planning a trip to probably go to Illinois next week and meet with some distributors in Chicago. Most of the industry is at Champs right now. We did not go to the Vegas Champ Show this year. We've gone to pretty much every single Champ Show over the past 4 or 5 years, and over the past year or so, a lot of those Champ Shows have just sort of sucked. They're much bigger now. There's a lot more booths. There's a lot more exhibitors. However, there's much less people showing up than there were 2, 3, 4 years ago. At this point, we pretty much know the majority of the people in this industry. We work with who we want to be working with, and for us to go spend $50,000, $60,000, $75,000 to go spend a week in Vegas, setting up a trade show, spending 4 days talking to people, it's not as fruitful as it used to be. You know, when you're just starting out and you're needing more distribution, you're needing to make more contacts, going to these shows is super beneficial. But at this point, most of the people that we see or meet, we either already know, or you've got a bunch of sort of bullshitters that go to these shows now, meaning they go to the show with the sole focus of getting free shit. So they go to every single booth, they get 3, 4, 5, 10 samples from each booth, they put them in their bag, they do that for 4 days straight. They leave the show, they go back to their store, they put all those samples on their shelf, and they just went to a trade show and came up on 5, 10, 20 grand worth of shit. So we're seeing a lot more of those types of people going to the shows these days. The reality is the market's sort of starting to consolidate. There's a couple big names in the space, but we're not seeing too many sort of new people entering the space. It's really hard.
That's what she said. Or he said.
You need to know a lot of people, you need to have a lot of capital, because at this point the whole industry is just expecting things on terms or consignment, meaning you ship the product out to them and they either pay you after X amount of days or they pay you when it sells. When you're just starting out, you really can't do that because you don't have the capital or the inventory to support sending it out and then waiting a month, 2 months, 3 months to get paid.
We're coming up with some strategy how to unlock new stores, because we got the new store bonus that was just unveiled for us. We're thinking of cool ways that we can get into new places, new states, and new stores. So if you're a new store, hit us up. We'll give you a great deal.
How old are you, Ken?
23.
What time were you in?
I don't fucking know.
All right, it's a legitimate question. What time were you born?
It's Derek's birthday today.
How can you tell?
We can tell because he's walking around with a birthday.
How can you tell it's his birthday?
Today we got work to do, but tomorrow we can celebrate a little bit.
Thankfully, we've been pretty frugal over the past 4 or 5 years. You know, we've got several millions of dollars worth of inventory on other people's shelves right now that we haven't been paid for yet. We've got a shit ton of inventory in our warehouse, a bunch more on the way. And thankfully, we're in a position where, you know, we can afford to have a bunch of inventory out without being paid for it, you know, in a reasonable amount of time. Most people can't do that though. So we've been seeing a lot of good things happen when we just fly out to markets. Like next week, I'm gonna get a flight, I'm gonna rent a rental car, I'm not even gonna get a hotel, I'm not even gonna get a return flight. I'm just gonna go out there. I've got a list of about 80 or 90 distributors between Wisconsin and Illinois, you know, mainly in that Chicago area. So I'm gonna show up and I'm just gonna straight walk in cold to every single one of those places. There's a handful of people that I'm definitely trying to close. And then there's a couple people that we haven't met yet that I just want to stop in and say what's up to. And I've found way more success just walking in cold to these people's places. You walk in cold, you've got some samples, you talk to the purchasing manager. The truth of the matter is, if they don't know you, they're not answering your phone calls. If you do get a hold of them and you say you're some Delta brand or some CBD brand, they don't really give a f. They've got a ton of other brands on their shelf. However, when you show up in person, they have to talk to you. They can't pull up, oh, I'm not here, oh, I'm not available, because I'm literally looking at you like you are here. We probably started doing that about 7-8 months ago, and we've just sort of blown up our distributor relationships and distributor business by doing that. So we've got a couple more states left to go to, but I've spent the last 6-8 months traveling a bunch, probably taken 100+ flights. So gonna go to Illinois next week, knock that out, and that's gonna be the last big market that we need to pick up. And then after that, there's just a couple smaller markets. Then it's just gonna be a matter of nurturing those existing relationships, working on some new product lines, trying to make that money. So it should be a good week.
What did you learn today? A section to make you stop for a moment and think, what the heck did I learn today?
Today I learned how to be a little bit more efficient with my work. For example, I guess I could say by doing a lot of things and also keeping track of everything that I'm doing. A better way to explain that would be numbers. In the past, I messed up on a lot of numbers. Now I have put that into a situation to where that won't ever happen again. I'd keep them separate from how I used to do it instead of counting and going, counting and going. Now I have them there until I'm ready to make a whole pallet, recount over all those again, and then place them back on the pallet so there wouldn't be no mess ups. And then I would send Mike and everybody the count that's 100% accurate and nothing's off like it was in the past. So I would say that's would be the main thing I learned today, is how to juggle a couple things all at once while trying to get everything out on time.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching another vlog to the end. Keep liking, commenting, subscribing to our videos. If you want to try any of our products, click the link in the description. Catch you guys next time.